Hey there friends, and welcome to episode 6 of my Voxel Tycoon gameplay series. Today we will head into new science things. We have researched the copper ore smelting technology in the last few seconds when I booted up the save game. So now we can send our truck back to the garage. I'm not sure if I will need this laboratory here for anything in the near future, but let's just pretend that we do. The copper smelting technology yields copper bars. So far we don't have any town accepting these, so I'm not that interested in that. Let's see what we can research beyond that. Gasoline engine tier 2 would need us to provide iron ores, and this would need us to provide iron bars. Let's see, stone processing brings new methods of doing new wonderful things with these items. So definitely looking interesting, but I feel like I want to research, ooh, there's better rails. I want to research something, garage, freight station, double bus stop. So these are higher tiered stations. Maybe they have larger radiuses, radii, whatever. I think it's radii. So we're going to research now towards what next? So it's either gasoline engine. Yeah, let's go for the gasoline engine. To get that technology down, we will need iron ore. So for now, I'll just keep this laboratory because it provides me an easy way of providing copper ore to a science station. Maybe we will need it someday later. Until then, we will make it we will make an easy attempt here to leach some iron ore from that place via a freight station. Just go and drop it down here to make sure it is only drawing from this depot. And then we're dropping some streets, and we're making the same, we're doing the same thing we did before. So wait a sec, I did a mistake there. So this laboratory is now still on gasoline engine research, which is nonsense. Every laboratory can do a different research, as I see here right now. I didn't know that. So we're going to buy ourselves a new truck here, which is capable of carrying iron ore, and oh, we need to add a freight station to make that work. Keep forgetting that. There we go. So just like the last time, we're just going to do a very simple setup there. Wait until a full unload is happening, and there we go. Since I got enough money by now, I'll just I'll be just setting up 2 cars to do that, because I grow tired of the situation where the research takes forever. We're no beginners anymore, so therefore we can go for that. Beginners as in money-wise. Alright. So now our laboratory is researching rather quickly. And let's see, Sacramento is begging for iron ore. I don't want to do that right now. We do provide stones for Winter Haven. I also want to bring up, let's see. I wonder. I also want to bring up some tourism between Winter Haven and Dennis. So let's create some streets between these 2 townships. There we go. Amsterdam now accepts sand. Sadly, I have no access to sand as of yet. Car 23. Who is Car 23? Here. He's heading to Haverhill, northwest. Let's follow this little guy and see what he's up to. So he's picking up the iron bars there. And he's traveling to Amsterdam Exchange. Let's see what's going wrong in the life of this little truck. So I really got no clue why this guy is not working out, but I'm going to send him to the garage. I wonder if there was a business going bankrupt, which I didn't notice in time. But good thing that we get these notifications, because, you know, this situations like these, they just cost us money for no reason. And I don't like that too much. Alrighty, so let's drop down another bus stop here. We did that already plenty of times, but we'll do it again. So Dennis East. We don't have any bus station for Winter Haven, so we better go for one. There we are. I don't think that I'll need more than just one truck, but I definitely want to go for the larger one. So we go for transfers, more transfers, and let's see what that little guy can do. Since Winter Haven is a tourism-focused town, I definitely want to make sure that this town has all the tourism going on that it wants to have. But like I thought, there's not enough traffic going on to satisfy more than one connection there. But let's see. Why can't we do that, actually? Ah, because of the terrain blocking us. Let's do this like that. This could be a shortcut for our transport there. The stone trucks definitely like to use that, but look at that. We're now transporting 6 people in one go. Okay. At the same time, I feel that the passenger transport is not really that balanced right now. It feels a little bit lackluster compared to other methods of doing business. What's happening with you? It's going to Haverhill Annex. It's looking like they make business. All right. Meanwhile, our new gasoline engine technology is running rampant, which is good. I mean, that's what I wanted to see. When you bring up these short transport roads, it's pretty good to receive quick returns. I like that. Now, the stone... Let's just clone one of those stone trucks there. Let's pause the game. That clone function is really cool because it makes it very, very easy to copy cars. Yeah, and just like I thought, that little tourism truck there is gaining some money here. He gains more money than he does produce costs, but that's exactly what I was talking about. The income from tourism really doesn't feel too big. Let's check this out. I have mentioned this several times in the past, but I want to put a finger down and one more time. Like, here's 18K on the tourism route. That's one of my oldest tourist connections, and if you check this out, it pales completely in comparison to the other transport methods. The same goes here. The passenger transport feels rather gimmicky, and I gotta be honest, I don't like that too much. I really hope that the developers will be improving on that in the future, because that really feels bad. Can't put it into different words than calling it outright bad. Okay, so we seem to be able to do more business with iron ore than we actually do. So Dennis would like to have coal and iron ores. So the thing is, coal is being present here, but it's pretty hard to transport that all the way over there. So I'll rather check out if any of the neighboring zones features any colds for us. Wood in the desert. That shouldn't be happening. Okay, Thibodeau. This is where we're going to acquire our coals, I guess. There's more copper ore. There's more copper ore. There's iron ore. Okay. Doesn't look like I can do much about that yet right now, though. Alright. I really feel like I want to amp up the production here, but at the same time, this is already that crowded. I don't have a good feeling with that. Also, we do have a lot of income there. Passenger transportation, 21k. It's really rather ridiculous. I wonder if I'm doing something wrong about that. Maybe there is a secret method involved that I am not really using correctly, but I feel like the transportation of people between towns could use an upgrade. Alright, we got gasoline engine tech researched now, so is there... Wait a sec, there's... I was hoping that there would be some upgrade functionality, but no. We can now either decide to use our old cars until forever, or we decide to only buy new trucks from here on and ignore the old cars. Feels bad, man. Seriously, that's not that's not really feeling good, because this way I'm pretty sure this is going to be fixed in another version of the early access, because honestly, this is just so simple to fix that I can't imagine that this will be staying like that. Okay, but for now we have to work with that. So there's a need of iron bars for further manufacturing technologies, but we're going to upgrade rails and roads now next. Or there's steam engine and diesel engine. Diesel engine upgrades brings us even more upgrades for cars and such. Okay, so rails and roads will be definitely things, and we'll also upgrade the steam engine at the same time. Okay, there's things to be done. Luckily, these don't cost us too much money, so it's going to be quite easy to provide here. So let's put a laboratory down here. Oh, and I should definitely put these cars into depots where they stop costing us money. Because right now, these cars riding around are just a waste of money. We're going to sell them away because I see a high probability of using this rig here never ever again. But let's see, possibly I'm wrong. Okay, so instead we're now bringing up this one and the L10 truck. Let's lay down another delivery station here. No freight. There we go. Load. Unload. So let's check this out. This car is a lot faster, I think. Stat-wise, max speed are 60 kilometers per hour, and this guy is okay. So that's 16% faster than the original car there. Okay, we will now research the roads technology. There we go. I feel like I want to provide for yet another laboratory, so I wanted to try this out. If one car can satisfy 2 laboratories at once. Oh, wait a sec. I didn't want to have roads twice. I want to have one on rails and one on roads. There we go. So, yeah, he does do that. Awesome! This is cool. So this way I can just do this like that. All right. This will pressure my income for sure, but at the same time, well, that's what income is good for, isn't it? Alrighty. So it turns out putting the this on the other side would have been smarter. Whoops. So this guy here still has not fulfilled its demand. So I really wonder how I should proceed with the problematic of new vehicles here. I think I don't have any interest whatsoever in upgrading the vehicles that are right now in usage, because honestly the amount of work necessary for that, nah. Just a flat out nah. Because that sure doesn't sound like any fun whatsoever. We'll be now bringing up... Okay, iron ore from Bethany will be the next thing I want to have. And I'll put the video on a short pause until we have gathered the necessary millions for that. See you in a minute. Well, actually, it's going to be just a blink of an eye for you. Now, I went a little bit further than the necessary money to just unlock the region, because I felt like if I only go for that money, we will be not able to build anything there. So, let's unlock the Bethany region, and let's see how that will impact our world. I really do like the aspect of the game that we are expanding a endless world, which is really feeling great. But the only thing I still miss is a kind of a world map which emerges out of that. That would be really cool if we get that too. But for now, it has to work just like that. Sadly, I have no upgraded mines yet, so we will put down an iron mine here. And for this situation here, I want to have a 100-meter train station, because I want to roll with a larger train this time. So we're going to put up the... Or, well, no, we won't. Oh, no, doesn't matter. So... Just realized that I won't be seeing any good results with hammering in a insanely large train into that trade network. The benefits of that are highly doubtable, however you want to call it. Now, let's put the depot here. Luckily, all these things are not that complicated for me anymore as they were before. Let's see, we got a new car which can carry sand, but I'm not interested in that. Okay, the iron ore thingy in Dennis is on the verge of closing down. I know. So we're going to bring open cars with iron ore. 3 of them. And now we're seriously again out of money. Let's just hope the business there doesn't go bankrupt in the time between. Let's check that out. They got half a year left, so definitely no problem. So the thing is, the research we're conducting here is actually pressing my wallet quite hard. So I really noticed that. If you check this out, we have research costs of almost 70k per month. considering that our income is only 420k or 430k around, that's like a sixth of my complete income. So this car, well, okay, cars are not earning money. I don't like that. But I don't want to dive too deep into why, because right now we're just waiting for this train to be bought. One thing at a time. It would be really easy to get lost in the new tasks there. So definitely a big drawback about the early access version as it is right now to me is that organizing the whole thing is a lot less easy once you get to new cars and new upgrade methods. So it's really tough to work with the upgrades that you are researching there, because you basically have to configure it all manually, and honestly that doesn't really feel good. Not for a game like this, which is so much focused around efficiency and such gameplay mechanics, that I don't really like what's happening there. But, well, like I like to say, this is a fixable issue. So let's see how good Dennis works. We're gaining 10k out of that trip, so definitely not bad. Definitely not bad. How's the town in general? The economy is awful, but that's only so long like that, because we now get access to a lot of other things. So the next big stepstone here will be access to coal. So let's see if there's any easier access to coal. Also, there's the town of Bethany. Completely forgot about Bethany. Let's see, Bethany is an industrial town, and Dennis now accepts coals. Okay. Alright, Thibodeau is the next area we will unlock then, but it will be also 1.27 millions required for that. It's quite a lot, isn't it? Okay. Sacramento now accepts less iron ore. Too bad. And this place here is a mess, but I like the mess it is. How's the stone business? They could still need more. The thing is, businesses can only expand if the cities have the necessary amount of population. For example, here Amsterdam is experiencing a really bad pricing here because I overshoot the demands of this town here, but it doesn't grow because for the next level of the industrial building we would need 1.1k of people in that town. So let's see what's gone wrong here. This is a tourist town and the passenger count is bad. So what can we do about that? I really don't have a clue. I don't think that tourist towns are easily satisfiable without better train stops and such things, because well, I don't know if it's going to work like that. I sure hope that it's going to work like that, but I have high hopes that the better rails and cars technologies, roads technologies, oh, I completed that one, will be providing better radii for the stations there. Now we can check it out. I was really interested about that. So, freight station tier 2 compared to a freight station tier 1. I can't really say that I see any difference there. Range 100 meter. Oh yeah, here we see it. Range 75 meter. Okay. So, the bigger bus stops have also higher ranges. Okay. That's at least something, isn't it? So, let's check out. Okay. So I really wish we could just upgrade these things just with a click. That would be so good. Okay, that's definitely a big thing the game needs to fix. So let's see, what happens if I rip out this Winter Haven North bus stop and replace this directly? Is it going to be called Winter Haven North afterwards too? Yes, so at least we can just replace the old bus stops directly to more efficiency. Okay, so I think this will be working for the others as well. Waypoint. What's a waypoint good for? I guess I can use that as a marker for the industrial things there. Okay, so the rails technology is not there yet. But that's okay, I guess. Alrighty. This will take a few more days, and now we got a lot more income out of that train transport. Every new train connection is worth a lot of money. I feel like right now the trucks feel a little bit underpowered, to be quite honest. So, trading with iron bars. We got iron bars here at Haverhill Northwest. Transporting them over to Bethany sounds like a crazy big job, which I don't really want to do. We got iron, but we don't have extra coals. Can we transport coals to this place over there? That should be possible, shouldn't it? Okay. So what we're going to do now, it's like I could transport the coals via trucks over to this place to this side of the town and then transport them further down here. But I honestly feel like it would be way easier to just wait until... Oh, Keene is a area where we also have coals. Long story short, unlocking new areas looks like way less tedium to get where I want to be compared to the other way. So, let's see. There's this one sawmill, and there's this town needing wood. Can we do something for that? Sorry, town Bethany. Well, I don't really think so. Right now we're better off with just upgrading what we got. Sadly, there's not a single town needing copper ore at this point, so I really noticed that I kind of trolled myself there. But this town here needs iron ore. Where does it get its iron ore from yet now? There are little trucks driving around. But my iron ore production is over here. Ah, I'm providing here with the train connection there. I see. I think I would do a lot of things differently now if I would restart the game yet another time. Especially working more with warehouses. Because the game denies me a little bit hard by making it that difficult to combine rails and roads. Like, it's terribly hard to work somewhere where you already got a rail connection. Alright, we can now transport our stones over to Amsterdam Ski. So, wonderful example there. This is... Here, I can't cross that thing. And that's really bugging me. So what can we do now? There are two methods I could go for. Let's see, can I build a bridge? Arc bridge? Beam bridge? Whatever. Let's see, can we bridge that? So we're in the pause mode, and I heard that in the pause mode now I can raise stuff that I just built. So let's see. Can I put a bridge over that? Oops. Can't build there. Yeah, but it would work like that. Okay. Yes, it does work, but please don't ask me how, why, and oh no, I unpaused the game. Wait a sec, why can't this car find a destination anymore? Okay, I guess it was because the roads were cut off there. So, long story short, I feel like we're way easier off with just providing a railroad connection there, even though the railroad connection is way more than the situation needs, but at the same time, it will be easier to provide it like that, because, you know, crossing railroads like that is easy peasy. All we need are a few more signals there, and I really hope that the future versions of the game will providing us with easy means to change that. So here we go. Just dropping down a couple more signals there than necessary to divide this thing into enough chunks to make sure that the trains don't stop in the middle of nowhere. And now, can I go for a depot here? No, we need to depot that here, but that's not a problem. It's not like a depot really costs me much. So I'll now go for only 2 cars for stones here, and I'm already very afraid that I am oversupplying here. So add stop here, add stop there. I'm lost. Oh, come on, you. You just need to skip the current order if that happens. Okay, now let's see how things work out. We're loading these. Trains are waiting for each other, and there we go. Now I can only hope that this building here is not going to be oversupplied by these 2 cars. Always a difficult and dangerous situation, but we will see that when it's time. Alrighty, friends, so I think that's enough for today's episode. So the longer I play Voxel Tycoon, the more I see that the early game of Voxel Tycoon is already really solid at this point, but the deeper you go down the road, the more balancing issues are visible. Especially the lack of upgrade options feels really painful in my opinion. Like, upgrading structures like that feels very 90s in a bad way, you know. So therefore I would really appreciate if the game could just add in an upgrade button for things we have researched. Upgrade the cars, upgrade the stations. That would be really cool, but I can't imagine why that shouldn't happen. So guess it's just not implemented yet. Alright, that was what I was waiting for. We researched rails. So we got gasoline engines, rails, and roads upgraded this time. So next episode, we're going to go deeper into other research areas. Ooh, Rails 3 brings us a new form of bridging. So I want to research new engines in the next episode, and possibly also go for new rail cars. I'm not sure about that yet. Alrighty, drop me a comment down below, share your thoughts with me about this game, because I really don't want to make it sound that bad. Actually, I really like this game a lot, and therefore I'd like to know what you guys think. Leave a thumbs up to make it more visible for the YouTube. Your help goes a long way. And as usual, if you like that kind of content, I do daily videos. Check out my channel if you find the content there to your liking. Leave a subscription, turn on the notifications, and you won't miss any future content from my side. Have a good time, dear friends, and see you soon. Bye-bye.